Morrison and A.T. Brooks. And their opponents, making their way to the ring. They are known as the St. Louis Cartel. Please welcome Brandon Espinosa and Jason Static.
Whatever, we don't need to talk, just back off. They need something flat like they're ready to shut me up, man. I gotta give it to them.
Hello? I did turn the switch on and the batteries were loose, so I did do that, okay? So last week we weren't here, and there's obvious reasons with that. My contract was up for expiration when they changed the name. Jason right here had to change his name because there was legal obligations with that crappy Fed IWAP. So now that we're back here at IWAU, we're going to show everybody why we should be in contention for the tag team titles here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you
Shut your mouth.
not too happy there. One of the benefits of coming to the weekly shows is that during the intermission, we just saw a brawl, didn't we, Christian?
Indeed. Donovan Kane, Damian Thorne, brawling all over the ringside area, in the ring, out of the ring, on the floor, in the floor.
In the floor?
Yes, much like termites.
Ooh,
fighting everywhere, actually. And Damian had what appeared to be, I at first thought, soot from the boiler room smeared on his face, but turns out that's actually makeup or face paint of some kind. He
Just one of his alter egos, a persona, if you would.
slipping even further away from reality, referring to himself as Shank. I'm not really clear what that means. I thought that was a sharpened toothbrush used for fights in prison. Anyways,
Anyways, let's get on to today's match, or the current match.
yes,
We see on one side, we see A.T. Brooks, and we see D.A. Morrison team, lots of initials.
initial impact, initial response. There has to be, there's a tag team name there. There has to be.
If not, then it's a travesty. And on the other side, we see the St. Louis Cartel. We see Brandon Espinosa and
Jason Static.
he's changed his name, I keep hearing, though.
Oh, really? What is he now?
I don't know. They keep saying he...
Cross? Jason Cross? Okay. I seem to recall there being a guy a couple years ago named Jason Cross. TNA did a shooting star leg drop. Love to see if this Jason Cross can pull off that same maneuver. Regardless.
Maybe a shooting star headbutt.
Ugh.
Oh.
Sounds awful. I agree with Brandon Espinosa right here. A.T. Brooks, you need to either gain a little weight or you need to get ripped because you look like a unicorn fetus.
Well, he's kind of got that wayfish, wayfish like Twiggy style, wayfish vampire look going on. Although I'm pretty sure in the vampire movies they all have abs, like 8
yeah,
packs.
that would be true.
And jaws that unhinge like Triple H.
They unhinge both vertically as well as horizontally and split open, kind of like some demon flower.
If you could see my hand motions at home, I'm doing that.
Yes,
kind of like a predator mouth.
Yes, a predator mouth. That's very accurate. I'm going to do it too. Standing switches. AT with the waist lock. No, Espinosa with the wrist lock.
AT needs to focus on his speed and his agility here. He can't out-strength or out-power Brandon Espinosa.
He doesn't have the experience, you know.
Espinosa not a big guy, especially compared to others such as Homicidal, but compared to A.T. Brooks, he's huge.
Compared to A.T. Brooks, almost everybody is huge.
Speaking of bigger than A.T. Brooks, we see D.A. Morrison tagging him. The only time I'll ever be able to say that.
Yes.
D.A. Morrison.
D.A. Morrison's beard itself is bigger than A.T. Brooks. There is more mass there.
D.A. Morrison is the perennial blue chipper of IWA Unlimited, being here since before I even started watching this many years ago.
I'm kind of dumbfounded by what you said. Yes, D.A. Morrison, though, an original, has been here since the beginning. Former club champion.
That's about the only nice things you're ever going to say about it, so you can just stop right there.
Perennial Battle Royal participant. Ooh, if that makes any sense. Drop toe hold, slides around into the headlock.
Not in that headlock for long.
D.A. Morrison, though, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Well-informed person. If you ever,
Ooh, trying to rip that arm off.
Tornado arm drag. D.A. Morrison studying his lucha tapes. If you ever do talk to D.A. Morrison, first off, I'm sorry. Second of all, he is a walking encyclopedia of wrestling statistics, knowledge, trivia, and useless factoids. Evidently, one of those factoids is not how to escape the wrist lock. Maybe it is. Maybe no. Maybe yes. Indeed. Right. And counters into the wrist lock.
You know, sometimes I see some of these guys do the fancy flippy handstandy thing to get out of a wrist lock. Could he just fall down?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time, please?
Instead of doing, the flippy, twisty thing to kind of get out, couldn't you just fall down?
You could, but then that would be, putting yourself on your back and allowing the person to possibly stomp the absolute crap out of you. My favorite counter for the wrist lock is elbow to the face.
See where you're doing it?
Okay, you know what? There's more counters to the wrist lock than that, but that's still my favorite one. It's very effective. Battle for wrist lock supremacy going on regardless. D.A. Morrison now trying to hyperextend the arm, goes into the hammer lock. Espinosa,
seeing the rope 2 feet in front of him, easily able to grab it.
Indeed.
Some open hand chops.
Oh, yeah. Oh, time for the running fail.
Oh.
Correct. Snapmare.
Oh.
European uppercut to the back. Right to the spine, as well as the neck.
Oh, it's a wonderful double team effort there from the St. Louis Cartel.
Stiff dragon kick. Jason Cross appears to be missing part, if not all, of his mohawk. No, just part of it.
Whispering sweet nothings into DA's face. Probably telling him things like, I'm going to kill you, or your mother is a not very nice lady.
Or, I should have bought an extra large shirt.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Snap suplex.
Oh.
Suplexes the headband right off of D.A. Morrison.
He should keep that. That's a souvenir right there.
He is going to keep that.
Oh,
no, wait. Is he trying to force feed him his own sweat-riddled headband? That's just awful.
Come on, Jake. Get over there. Look at this. Do your job.
That's brutal. D.A. Morrison's head sweat could eat the paint off a Buick. And Senton.
Oh, he does those good. Hate to admit it, but he does.
Yes. Espinosa is
got scared there for a second.
Athlete. He's had a lot of opportunities, a lot of potential. He's done very well for himself in recent years. And he has some pretty snazzy gear, too.
He does have that.
D.A. Morrison evidently is a biohazard, if you read the tattoos.
Elbows to the gut.
Never thought I would say this, but he actually... Oh, God! He actually needs to tag in A.T. Brooks. Cannot believe I am saying this.
It's okay, I'll write it down in the
It is
book.
a crying shame they don't make wrestling gear with a belt. Like, not a wrestling belt, but like an actual functional belt. Because...
They have drawstrings, don't they?
You know what? They do. My trunks have drawstrings. Why does his... baggy shorts not have...
Jason Cross deciding to focus on the Jake there. Almost allowing DA to get up and tag in. But
Almost.
oh, a face full of knee. You know what? I think this is the only time I'll ever be able to say this, but Jason Cross and Brandon Espinosa are the big hosses right now in the ring.
They are, actually. The other initial contingent
Oh, look at that.
pretty much just outmatched, really.
Taunting him.
Cross and SB are bigger. They're more experienced. They've been a tag team for months now. And I'm not sure if DA and AT have ever been on a team of any sort.
They worked together in the past, haven't they?
They have? Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't really pay
Yeah, I
much
don't
attention
know.
to these guys. I consider them beneath me. They might have been on the same team for, like, competitive tiddlywinks or something, but...
Pog tournaments.
Pog tournaments. Oh, Pogs. I remember
Oh.
Pogs. Pogs were so awesome.
Now
That was awesome.
an awesome double team move.
They should call that the Pogplex.
Oh,
Ugh.
speaking of Pogs, I was at... Oh, wait, what do we have here?
Standing
Ooh.
splash. Right to the
No,
shoulder.
no. Oh,
AT in to make the save.
illegal, but you know what? It works. I'm going to allow it. Jake giving him his justice. Oh, what is this?
You're going to allow it? You're not the referee.
You don't know that I'm not a referee. I could put on a hat and be Texas McCoy.
Listen to me very carefully. Anybody could be Texas McCoy. It would take no skill to be Texas McCoy. None. No formal training of any kind to be Texas McCoy. In any walk of life.
See, I could be a ref.
You could. I was mistaken. D.A. Morrison throwing Jason Cross completely across the ring. Somehow connects with the running fail, which I believe would make it the running success. Opting instead to be an idiot and not tag out.
He was right there, too. He could have reached over.
He could have very easily just walked over there.
He was
Hey,
out-
speaking of, there's Texas McCoy out there in the background, possibly going to buy some delicious condiments. Or, I'm sorry, not condiments. Delicious refreshments from the
condiments
concession
are
stand.
free.
Condiments are free, much like the show. All the wrestling and ketchup you can eat. Big line.
Oh,
Hard forearm.
furious fists of fury. Oh,
Weak knee!
Hey, that actually didn't look weak, though. It looked
Yeah,
kinda
for
strong.
once, it wasn't bad. Now trying to decide where to put the larger competitor. Knee to the beard.
That can hurt. If it was November, that'd be a big insult.
Now just running all over the place. Oh!
Thrown into that clothesline lariat, whatever it was. Can never tell the difference between the two.
Honestly, the difference is that the lariat is usually done when there is no regard for the recipient's well-being. Clothesline is typically safer.
Oh, so in other words, the heels do lariats, the faces do clotheslines.
Correct.
Double
team.
pin. Now,
Power bomb / reverse unprettier combination.
shouldn't the Jake have not counted considering they were both in the ring at the same time? Or is he
I'm not
forgetting
sure,
the rules here?
Like, I'm not much for tag wrestling. I think that you get a few seconds to have both people in the ring. Dude, those guys in the front row have custom-made Christian Rose t-shirts. That is awesome. Hey, there's Wendell.
See right there. Stop calling him Jason Static.
It'd be kind of awesome if, like, Wendell got hit by a truck.
We see our general manager over there chilling with some very well-dressed man.
Yes, I believe he is a member of the board.
They're making a rare appearance tonight, I think.
Infamous board of directors. St. Louis Cartel, your victors, as would be expected in
By
this
hook or
tag
by
team
crook.
extravaganza.
By crook. Lexi out there with her new beau.
Oh,
Yeah, boyfriend.
no, oh, I didn't know what that means. Never heard that word before. I thought a bow was like tie.
No, the BAU. Like, kind of a southern word for boyfriend.
Huh. Learn something new every day, I guess. D.A. Morrison reaching for his headband that is not there.
It's down his throat.
I think it's kind of like when you lose a limb in war or something. You think your fingers are still there, but they're not.
So
you
he's
know?
got phantom
He's got
headband
phantom
pain.
headband pain.
Yeah.
Bow?
Yeah, beau. See, by watching wrestling, not only are you entertained, but you learn. You're
Indeed.
educated.
I've added to my vocabulary. Huh. Girl.